Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's second video, doing the extended USA forecast for today's second video. So as always on a Wednesday, we're having a look at the weather for the next 6 weeks across the United States, and I shall get on with that for you in a moment. Just to say that the first video today was the 6 AM UK weather forecast, and we've also got a 10 to 14 there with all of the regular features coming up for you later on this afternoon. So if you'd like, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you so much everybody for doing that, and make sure you drop a comment, let us know what you think about this and all of our videos. So thank you so much everyone for doing that for GavsWeatherVids. Thank you so much to ECMWF.int for supplying the charts as well. Thank you so much, EC. Right, going to start off with the week 1 500 millibar height anomaly for North America. This taking us from the 10th to 17th of April. This week we'll have high pressure dominating across many parts of the states. We have got some lower pressure into the far northwest and down across the far southern states. The temperature anomaly this week looks very warm across many parts of eastern America. Look at this, the temperature scale showing that we're up to 8 to 10 degrees above average. Goodness gracious me, across the eastern portions of the states and into the Midwest as well. A taste of summer. A little bit cooler down across these more southern southeastern states and also in the Pacific Northwest as well. Some of this warmth does extend into the southwestern corner of America. Precipitation-wise, lots of dry weather, though it is wet down towards the Gulf Coast here, so along the Gulf Coast and towards Florida, above average rainfall there, and in the extreme northwest, we see some above average rainfall, but in between many parts of states, and that area of high pressure will be dry, again, especially through the east and into the Midwest. A very warm week on the way. Right, that starts us off on an interesting note, doesn't it? Week 2 will be the 17th to the 24th of April. Quite a significant change taking place this week. The high pressure shifting northwards up into central Canada, with a trough of below average heights low pressure appearing in the east of America. So that will send a jet stream southwards, and presumably going to bring colder air into the north and into the eastern portion of the states. We also have some low pressure out in the Pacific Northwest as well. How's the temperature anomaly looking? Well, look at this. Big changes next week across these eastern parts of America. Big old cool down going on there through the Midwest, down into the southern states and into some of those eastern states, as well as the warmth gets pushed out into the Atlantic. We also see some warmer than average temperature anomalies around the Rockies, although we go further west towards the Pacific coast, and there we see cooler than average temperatures yet again. Precipitation-wise for week 2 next week looks generally quite dry in much of the states still, so it's rather wetter in the far northwest and in this extreme southeastern corner, but in between we have a lot of dry weather through the Rocky Mountain area into the Midwest, going northwards in towards some eastern northeastern parts of America. The extreme northeast, so up here, could be perhaps a little bit on the wetter side. Definitely a colder week though, and then going into week 3, which will be the 24th of April to the 1st of May. Some low pressure on either side of America this time. Low pressure out to the Atlantic and also in the Pacific. Otherwise, let's put in a question mark, and we'll go to the temperature anomaly. It'll be 5 minutes rather colder or cooler than average in the west and southwest. But these are anomalies to average, so like California, Arizona. They're still going to be pretty warm, you know. It's like second half of April into May, so it's still bound to be warm, but a little bit cooler than average in the west. Warmer than average through the central southern parts of America and into the east and the northeast as well. Around the Great Lakes looks warmer than average too. The precipitation anomaly looks like that, so it's a bit on the wetter side in the west from the Pacific coast to the Rockies, and over towards the Atlantic coast, eastern seaboard, a bit on the dry side down the south, otherwise a very weak signal. Week 4 will be the 1st to the 8th of May, very weak signals now. let's put in a question mark there with the 500 millibar height. So we'll have a look at the temperature anomaly. Not much of a signal, but it still looks rather on the cool side in these western parts of America, maybe still a little bit on warm side in far northeast and down in the south, but again, the signals are really weak, and precipitation-wise, weak still, but it does look rather dry through the northern part of the Midwest, around the Great Lakes and whatnot, and also down into these southern parts of America, generally looking a little bit on the drier side, I think, so it could be anti-cyclonic there in the first week of May. Week 5 will be the 8th to the 15th of May. Again, a very weak signal, some low pressure up in towards northeastern parts of Canada. Some high pressure in the western part of Canada as well. What's the precipitation, temperature I should say, anomaly doing? It's a little bit warmer than average down across the south and in the eastern part of America. Bit cooler in the far west. Not much of a signal. Precipitation-wise, it's drier than average through the Rocky Mountain states and out towards the west and towards the Midwest as well. A little bit wetter perhaps down in that southeastern corner. And then finally, week 6 will be the 15th to 22nd of May. And again, you know, such a weak signal, nothing useful be deciphered there. Temperature-wise, yeah, just also a little bit cooler for these more western states, rather warmer in the southern and eastern, southeastern parts of America. Maybe very weak signal. Precipitation-wise, again, nothing useful doing, other than maybe it looks a little bit wet towards the eastern seaboard and possibly out towards the northwest as well. Okay, so that's your extended 6 weeks look ahead for the US of A for this week. If you enjoyed the video, please give you like, share, and subscribe. We'll do it all over again next Wednesday. Remember, any forecast beyond 5-7 days comes with big health warnings and large pinches of salt attached. So, yeah, just a snapshot of what the model is showing. Could look completely different when we look at it again next week. We're going to be back later on 10 to 14 day, including all outbreak features. Come back for that then. For this week's USA forecast, that's all for now. And thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.